Kaiju number 8, an action series based on the new hit manga. In this world, some of the baddest people on the planet put on armored suits to fend off Kaiju. The first season of this new anime adaptation released summer 2024. And boy oh boy was the anime incredible. Not only was Kaiju number 8 an anime adaptation that worked very well, it was an anime adaptation that was accomplished near perfect. And what I mean by that is the manga itself had some awesome moments in there, had some awesome pacing to start out, had some awesome, incredible concepts and ideas for battling kaiju and using weaponized battle suits and armor to do so. But to see it on the anime side of things was just so pleasing to see. And I think a lot of people who read the Kaiju number 8 manga when it first dropped were very excited to see how well it was adapted.
Kikoro. Please don't say anything about this to the Defense Force when we get back, please!
One of the biggest things going into the anime that a lot of people did not quite enjoy or were getting a little bit worried about was obviously the character designs. And I definitely was not in that group of people. I definitely did have my fair share of thoughts to put out there for character designs and how they were going to look in the anime for Kaiju number 8. That being said, I do think that the animation itself still lended very well to convey scenes and just make fighting scenes specifically also just hit home. When you see a captain going up against a kaiju like Kaiju number 10 and has seen that fight scene, you gotta be kidding me, bro. It was done so well. Now, there are things that are different from the anime to the manga. One of the things being that maybe the author changed his mind on concept or design of Kaiju number 10, because I believe in the manga, Kaiju number 10 is not red. He's like a grayish color, and if anything leans a little bit closer to like a slight hint of red or purple, but not fully colored that way in the manga. At least when I was reading it, it was not. So it was to my surprise when Kaiju number 10 made an appearance that he was red. But that didn't really deter from it. If anything, I felt like it added a little bit more to his character, and I feel like the author maybe might have had a say. I don't know if he did or not. Let me know down in the comment section if that's the case. But I did not mind the red, considering that right now in the manga, no spoilers, there are, things that sort of make me assume that the mangaka approved of this, because the red really does look good on Kaiju number 10. And speaking of numbered Kaiju, other moments really hit home, like when Kaiju number 8 was first revealed to the whole facility, to the whole squadron, when Kafka had no choice but to go into that form and save everybody. It was honestly my favorite moment in the manga early on when I started reading it. Seeing that payoff in the manga is really, really perfectly well done, and I love it in the manga whenever an author can make one page and then pay it off with another, and the sequencing of it was really great. And so being able to see that it was sequenced just as well in the anime, because it's a different medium. It's not the same as the manga. In the manga, you flip the page and all of a sudden it's a double page spread and you're like, whoa. And in an anime, the whole screen is a double page spread. You don't have that sort of feeling of anticipation. That being said, I got that same feeling with this moment, and it was sold to me so well, and I absolutely loved it, man. And you knew that the stakes were going to be high after Kafka gets revealed. You knew that he was going to get, handcuffed and things of that nature, and it leads into a solid cliffhanger, if not continuation, for season 2, which makes me even more excited for a season 2, and I'm sure makes a lot of people also just as much excited. Obviously, I do know what's going on as a manga reader, but it's still awesome to see. And those are the two, I think, main action points, is Kaiju number 10 and Kafka's big reveal. Obviously, I don't want to talk about the ending of the series too much. It's also done really well, but just overall, in between that, I felt like the pacing of the anime was really well done. I think it paced itself, considering how quickly the manga goes, because chapters in the manga go by really, really quick. It feels like, you're just like, come on, like that's over. I need to read the next chapter already. Because of the way that the artist draws, the way that he sequences his panels. It's easy to read, it's fluid, but it's also, like I said, quick paced. And I think the anime did a really good job of adapting that pacing and making it fit for an anime structure. And it made it enjoyable. It made it fast paced, but also you can go back and sort of enjoy moments that maybe you didn't quite enjoy the same the first time around. That's if people want to do that. If not, the first time around, everything makes sense, everything feels right, everything feels good, cozy, nice, the pacing is there. And that's a huge thing for an anime adaptation, and that just leads itself well for a second season. And I'm just so very excited for a second season of Kaiju number 8, because I genuinely loved this first season. The feeling of watching this anime weekly was really awesome. You were invested. It really was a good anime to follow up Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, it was almost like what could follow up Jujutsu Kaisen at the time that Shibuya was airing. It felt like that when Shibuya was airing, it felt like anime was like, back to back when like Goku turned Super Saiyan, Naruto was in the Chunin exam. Shibuya felt like one of those event type animes. And to have a good like in between like Kaiju number 8, I think it did its job. I think it held its ground, and I think if anything, it competed against Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I loved both. I'm not here to compare. I'm just saying, throwing that out there in the sense of how well Kaiju number 8 was adapted to be able to even stand to the ground of that level of magnitude of an anime like Jujutsu Kaisen. It's such an awesome thing to do, especially for its first season. It's only going to get better from there on out. Season 2 should be another great roller coaster ride, even more of a roller coaster ride than season 1 was. And if you've seen my recent reviews of stuff, I'm not going to give this any particular rating. I just genuinely do think if you're watching this video and you were curious about the Kaiju number 8 series and you haven't seen the anime, but you kind of like to spoil yourself, I know a lot of people like that. If you're watching this video, do yourself a favor, man. And if you haven't seen Kaiju number 8, go watch it. It's awesome. If you're not a big manga reader, I highly recommend watching this anime. It's very well adapted. There's a lot of things that are not going to be confusing if you ever do decide to change your mind and read the manga. Everything will seem seamless. Everything will work. There's not a lot of stuff here. There's no fat here that's going to make you confused about one thing or the other. If things are changed in the anime, they're done really well, purposefully, and doesn't change the thread of the Kaiju number 8 plot, which is awesome. Also a big plus for the anime. Obviously, I do think character designs do look a little wonky still in some scenes. I think Kafka still looks a little maybe too round for my liking. I don't really see him as like a 30-year-old because, he doesn't have that chin. His chin is like round, like he looks young, which, hey, I you know what? I actually now that I said it out loud, I don't mind that at all. Make him look young. 30 is not old, man. It's not. God dang. But anyways, overall, like I said, I genuinely loved Kaiju number 8. The anime adaptation was awesome, and I think you guys should watch it too, especially before season 2. Now, if you guys enjoyed that video and you want to see more videos like this, maybe more anime reviews, more reviews of things, just more reviews in general, let me know down in the comment section below. It's always important also to drop a like, and you see that red button. If that red button is still red, well, you're doing me a not a good favor. I need you to press that button. All right, I'm trying to get past 1,000 subscribers, and any subscriber helps. And I promise you, I will give solid content from here on out, like I always do. But anyways, I'm here to welcome new people. If you're new to the channel, this is me opening my arms to you. Come to Papa. You know this is a warm place to be, and let's create an awesome community here. And I will catch you guys in the next video.